Okay, in your journal that you bring to math class every day, you should write this down. The domain is the x coordinate, okay? Remember, on the x coordinate for the domain, this is the x. So that means it is how much left and right something is. The domain tells you how much left and right. The range is here. That is the number line for the range, and the range is going to tell you how much something is up and down. So the domain is also the input, and the range is our output. Okay? You need to have those memorized, and you'll see why in a little bit. But the domain is the input, that is on the x-axis, and the range is the output, and that is on the y-axis. So when we take a look at a graph like this, it's asking for the range. The range is this number line here, okay? It's how far up and down it is. So the range, the top of the blue line is there, the bottom of the blue line is there. So our range is from a -4 to a -2. So our answer here is -4 to a -2. If you have those numbers reversed here, you'll get it wrong. So make sure you don't reverse them. That is range. In the next problem, it's domain. And remember, our domain is how far something goes left and right. So the farthest left is here, and the farthest right is here. So this is at a -4, and this is at a +6. Its left to right distance is from a -4 to a +6. That is the domain. Here again, it is the domain. The domain is the farthest left and the farthest right. So it's from a -5 to a +4. Here's another graph to show it. It goes from there to there. It goes from a -5 to a +4. The domain, left to right. Here it's asking the domain again, the furthest left point, the furthest right point on the number line for our domain is a -2, and on the number line for our domain is 7. So we're going from a -2 to 7. Again, it forms this channel right here, and the domain left to right is a -2 to 7. The next problem is our range. As they switch back and forth, domain and range, you have to understand that. The highest up point, well, highest up point could be here, here, or here. Remember, our range goes on this number line, the up and down number line. So it's our top of our channel is 8. The bottom of the channel is there. Our bottom of our channel ends up being the x-axis, and the value is 0 here on my y-axis. So making a channel there might confuse some people. So our range goes from a minimum up and down distance, okay? The up and down distance, it's this distance here. The up and down distance goes from 0 to a maximum of 8. 0 to 8, the up and down, that's the range. Next problem, range. Here we can make a channel because we're not on that number line. But remember, our range is our up and down distance. The top of the channel is at -4. The bottom of the channel is at -6. This is our range in there, okay? The minimum, -6, the maximum, -4. -6, -4. That is your range. Next one. This one again is asking range. The top is at 5. The bottom is at a -2. Remember, from here to here, our range is our up and down distance, and that goes from a -2 to 5. -2 to 5. That is our up and down, our range. And that is it. Good luck.